What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild challenge here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. In today's video, we are going to be continuing the rebuild challenge series, and today we have the no free agency rebuild challenge. Now, this one might sound pretty simple. I've done it in the past, and it's actually pretty hard. It's exactly what it sounds like. As soon as one of my players enters free agency, I am no longer allowed to re-sign them, so they have to go for nothing. Obviously, I will be hopefully trading all these guys before they get to free agency. And also, at no point in time am I allowed to sign anybody out of free agency that is going to be in the rotation. So as I mentioned, in a fantasy draft style is always the easiest way to do this. Obviously, there's some teams that would be a lot easier or a lot harder than others. So we're going to randomly select a team. We're going to let the CPU draft the entire team for me. I'm not going to make one single pick today. Hopefully, we don't have any guys going into year one that are really good, also going to be free agents at the end of the year, because obviously we'd have to trade them at that point. But this is a super fun challenge and a really good way to get back into the videos. And on that note, I do want to apologize about the lack of videos. My schedule for the past 10 days has been pretty chaotic. I went home for the holidays, saw some friends, saw some family, and then I've also just started a new job, which has also made my schedule pretty chaotic as well. But all good here. We hopefully should be back on the grind. Also, I'm sure you can notice, we have some new decorations in the background. I got some lights for Christmas. Because why the hell not? And yeah, we got some lights in the background now. I also have some over here. And if they look like shit, let me know. I'd be happy to change the color or the brightness, whatever it may be. Let me know down below in the comment section. I can also change to whatever color we want. So I was kind of thinking, you know, man, we get like the Celtics, we do a green. We get like the Lakers, yellow, purple, whatever. I don't know. I think it would be fun. Let's go ahead and hop into this randomly selected team. Of course, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section as well. I apologize for the long-ass intro. Let's get into it. So as mentioned before, we're going to go ahead. We'll randomly select a team. We're going to let the CPU do the entire fantasy draft, and then we'll get into the trades that we're probably going to have to make. So I'll close my eyes just so you know I'm not cheating, and we will stop this one here in 3, 2, and 1. We end up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. We are going to select them, sim the entirety of the draft. I'll see you guys with this team. The CPU has gone ahead. They have finished drafting our team. We are loaded here into my NBA, and this is obviously the moment of truth. I have no idea what this team looks like. I am praying for some stars that are not on 1 to 2 year deals. Here we go. Okay, we have Trae Young, who's obviously locked up long-term. We have Karl Anthony Towns, also locked up long-term. That is a great, tremendous 1-2 punch. I think it's a really, really good way to kind of start this video, because obviously both these guys being on longer term contracts is huge for me. I believe these are actually both super maxes, which is what, 35% of the salary cap for a team. So it's a lot of money. We also have Trey Murphy here. We have Poku. We have Kenyon Martin Jr., Dennis Smith Jr., Jackson Hayes, Dyson Daniels, Nerlens Noel, Charles Bassey, Quentin Grimes, Aaron Wiggins, Josh Jackson, Blake Wesley. A funny note about Josh Jackson, back in the 2017 draft, I was almost pleading, like not pleading actually, but like I was so internally hoping that the Celtics would take him 3rd overall. And I now sit back and realize why I don't actually run a basketball team, why I do this here in 2K, because oh my God, if we drafted Josh Jackson over Jason Tatum, I think I would probably, I don't know, I'd be a fan of another team. No, I wouldn't. But all right, cool. So we definitely have some good talent on this team. There is some decent young talent. There's also some guys down here that probably won't really ever play. So I definitely can see ourselves maybe making a couple trades. I'm going to go through all these contracts, just confirm these guys are all in multi-year deals. I'll see you guys with our first trade. I'm not sure if this is going to be possible, but I think getting Tyler Hero on this team would be a really good idea. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that a backcourt of Trae Young and Tyler Hero is going to be anywhat capable defensively. I get that. But here in 2K, it typically tends to not matter. Tyler Hero is locked up. Jackson Hayes is an expiring contract, and I'd like to get an upgrade at the shooting guard spot. So I threw in Kennedy Chandler has to be in here in order to make the money work. And yeah, that's basically all we can do at this point. So he's going to be in here. I'm probably going to have to give up a lot of picks. Also, I turned off previously traded draft picks because it's a fantasy draft. If I forgot to do that, it would have been nice because, you know, we are the Thunder and we would have 100 picks, but we're not going to cheat in today's video anyways. I might give up 3. I honestly might, and just see if it goes through and they agree to that. So I get it. That's a lot of draft picks and a lot of capital to give up for Tyler Hero. But in a situation like this, he's probably going to be here the remainder of the video. So I'm pretty happy with that first trade right there. We probably need to go ahead and find ourselves a new backup point guard. Dennis Smith Jr. is also an expiring contract. Why I was so able and willing to move him. And then finally, of course, we do have Dyson Daniels here, who I don't mind a lot, does progress pretty well in this game. But you know what? I don't know if he's ever going to be a starter on a championship caliber team. Trey Murphy has more years, so I'm going to give him the nod there. And then what I'm thinking I'm going to do is actually start Poku at the 4, move Cat back to the 5. So I think that's probably the smart way to do this. And yeah, we definitely have some more trades coming. This is a smaller trade, but it's still somewhat significant. We're going to be sending Aaron Wiggins over to the Memphis Grizzlies. Terry Taylor is going to be coming back here. He's going to be backing up Poku at the starting 4, and Terry Taylor is on a multi-year contract. He has a team option after this year, which of course is allowed. So Aaron Wiggins for Terry Taylor. It is a straight up swap. Welcome to the team. We probably have a couple more small trades. Next deal is going to be coming here with the New York Knicks. We're going to be sending them Charles Bassey and Kennedy Chandler. We're going to be acquiring Monte Morris and a draft pick. We solidify that backup point guard spot. It's a guy on a multi-year deal while also reacquiring some draft capital for 2 guys who weren't going to play. I mean, it's just the picture-perfect trade. Nerlens Noel has a team option after this year, so Charles Bassey really wasn't going to be needed. He also does have a team option, but I can live with that. Monte Morris, welcome to the team, as well as that draft pick. And now I think maybe our final trade that we're going to be making here is maybe just moving Blake Wesley and maybe Josh Jackson, see if we can get some draft picks, because honestly, I don't really need either of them, and I have given up some pretty significant draft capital, so I'd like to maybe try to reacquire some of that if possible. I just want a draft pick. I don't need any players. Oh, come on. That's I actually like Sam Hauser a lot. Could be a good bench piece for us. So I'll take that draft pick there from Detroit, and then who was their final piece? Maybe Josh Jackson. Just move him. He is on a multi-year deal, so it's not the end of the world. If we don't get a pick for him, we can move him in the offseason. First round pick from the Houston Rockets. Now, I don't know if this pick's going to be valuable, but a draft pick is a draft pick. I will take it. And yeah, let's go ahead and set the rotation before the start of year 1. We finalized all the trades we want to make here in year 1 going into year 2. I'm pretty happy with this team. Ultimately, you know, is it a championship caliber team right now? I don't know. I think we're probably close, especially in a fantasy draft, but I don't think we're quite there yet. But who knows? Anything can happen. Here's how the rotation is going to look. It's going to be Trae Young and Tyler Hero in our backcourt. I get it. The defense there, it's pretty tough. But I don't think it's going to matter here in 2K as much as it obviously would in real life. So I'm fine with that. We have Trey Murphy starting at the 3. We have Poku at the 4. And Mr. Karl Anthony Towns moving back to the center position, going to be starting there, playing 34 minutes a night. The bench unit isn't too bad. We have Monte Morris, Kenyon Martin Jr., Nerlens Noel, Dyson Daniels, and Terry Taylor. So what we're going to do right now is just kind of run through the entirety of this rotation, kind of confirm that everybody is on a multi-year contract, and I'm not going to lose anybody for nothing in the offseason. And you know what? It's looking pretty good right now. I'm good with it. I will see you guys at the end of year 1 here in OKC. Alrighty, so we finish off year 1 with a record of 46 and 36. It's honestly not too bad, but we're not maybe over that 50-win threshold where I typically like my teams to be in year 1, of course, you know, unless I'm tanking, which is pretty rare. You know, I'm not mad about it at all. I think we'll probably be around a 3, 4, 5 seed, something like that. So we'll see. Luka MVP, hell, he's definitely playing like it right now in real life. I mean, the man's ridiculous. Paolo Banchero, rookie of the year. Oh, did he actually end up in Dallas? That's funny. Banchero, rookie of the year. Alperen Şengün, 6th man. Anthony Davis wins Depoy. Alperen Şengün also wins most improved. And Jason Kidd does win Coach of the Year. So, let's check out the standings here. We can see what spot we were. We end up here as a 6 seed, so maybe a little lower than I was hoping, but nonetheless, we were actually tied with the 4 seed, so not too bad. Who does Portland have that makes them so good? Well, yeah, that tends to happen. All right, let's take a look over here at the East. The Cavs take the 1 spot. Let's get into some stats, see how everybody played on the year. Trae Young, Tyler Hero are 2 leading scorers. Karl Anthony Towns was pretty solid. Poku was not bad. Monte Morris, Trey Murphy, Daniels, Kenyon Martin Jr. Not a bad team overall. Rebounds led by Towns, and assists was Trae Young. So, we are here in the first round. We do have the Denver Nuggets. Let's take a look at their squad. Ja Morant. Oh, man. And Scotty and Rudy. It's a pretty good team there. Let's just see what happens here in round 1. You know, I'm not going to confidently say we're a better or a worse team. We are up 3-2 here. And we end up winning in 6. That's beautiful. Wow. And the 1-seeded Trailblazers. Okay, come on, Jason. You're making me look bad now. 8-seeded Lakers knocked them off. All right, it's actually not a bad team. Let's take a look here at the 2-seeded Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, they have Luka. They have DeAndre Ayton here, so he got the number 1 overall pick for the 2018 draft and the number, 3? Yeah, 3 overall pick from the 2018 draft. Also, Devin Vassell, Cedi Osman, Thad Young, and Nurkic off the bench. It's a pretty talented Dallas Mavericks team right there. So I'm hoping that Trae Young can kind of battle a little bit here with Luka. We're down 3-2 right now, and we do end up losing in 6. Okay, that's fine. I didn't quite think this was a championship team. Holy shit. Look, I mean, this is just 2 unicorns going to be going at it in the NBA Finals. I wish they were, like, the basketball fan in me wishes one of them was in the East, because I would love to see that, like, match up in the finals. But, like, obviously it could happen in a playoff series. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that on, like, the biggest stage of them all would be so cool. But, the Celtics fan in me doesn't want anybody but the Celtics making it to the finals. Jokic and the Nets go on to win, what was that, in 5 or 6? He almost averages a triple-double. And, he's very impressive. Has 2 MVPs now, along with a finals MVP now. Let's hit the draft lottery. I don't think any of the picks we traded for were in this year's draft, so we really shouldn't be too affected by that. Timberwolves, Magic, Jazz, Celtics, Clippers is your top 5. We do have our own pick at number 22. Maybe we could do something with that. This is one of those rebuilds where having rookie contracts is a good thing. Mark Dagnall, it's not a bad head coach in my opinion at all. We're going to keep him around. We're going to maybe give him another year to maybe prove himself a little bit, especially if we improve this team significantly. So that number 22 overall pick, definitely could use it to maybe draft somebody. Also maybe could make somewhat of a bigger trade. I'm thinking maybe just draft somebody, though. Not that there's a huge need right now, but we're definitely going to have some guys that are expiring going into next season. So we might want to get a replacement just in case. So let's actually hop into the draft, see what we have here at number 22 in terms of options. Obviously, maybe I'm thinking center, somebody who could replace Nerlens Noel. Like Khalil Ware is right here. Not a bad option. Leonard Miller is here as well. I feel like I've heard good things about him. Let me take Leonard Miller. He's got a really big wingspan. I'd say almost 7-foot wingspan for a small forward. That's just insane. He's a 75 overall. I can definitely live with that. We're going to bring back all these guys. Obviously, they're not technically free agents yet. Some of them will be going into next year, though, so they're ultimately going to have to be traded right now. So there's going to be a whole lot of trades in today's video. Not a whole lot of free agent signings. Maybe we can basically just skip over this, but... let's get into some trades. So Keldon Johnson would be a huge upgrade in this lineup. He's also not going to be a free agent until this video ends, so that's obviously exactly what we're looking for. He can play the 3, he can play the 4, and Poku is a free agent after this year. So is Nerlens Noel, and so is Sam Hauser. Not that we were really using Sam Hauser anyways, but Keldon Johnson would be a significant upgrade. Did that say he was on... Okay, I thought that said he was untouchable for a second. I was very, very confused. I'm slowly starting to realize that I have to be super careful with the players I trade because I can't sign anybody. So... if I end up only having 8 players after this before we sim up to next year, we're running an 8-man rotation. So I definitely got to be careful with this. I'd probably give up 2 draft picks. This is not a rebuild where I'm going to be saving draft picks just because I think Keldon Johnson will be extremely valuable. So at this point in time, Keldon Johnson's obviously locked up. Trey Murphy has another year after this. So I'm thinking of just having him here for now. I mean, he didn't play great in year 1, but you know what? Honestly... if he can play good defense and, everything like that, maybe, I don't know. I'll be happy with that. I mean, he's not, I don't know. He is what he is. We'll see. But Keldon Johnson's going to get moved to the 4 right now. Let me just move him there. Oh, I can't do it here. Keldon Johnson getting moved to the 4. What the fuck? To the 4. Thank you. I'll see you guys with our next move. Kenyon Martin Jr. is a free agent after this season. Again, nothing we can do about it when Trenton Wofford is not, and we are definitely in need of a backup power forward. So we're making the trade. Not the greatest trade in the world, in my opinion, but it's a trade that's going to help bolster our bench nonetheless. Terry Taylor, also a free agent after the end of this season. Hopefully he can go out and get me either a new backup point guard or a new backup center. And we'll go from there. Because other than that, we're in a really tricky spot, and I'm not even seeing any centers or any point guards here. I mean, Kennedy Chandler, would I really consider running him as my backup point guard? Moutier, free agent. Saban Lee, free agent. Ty Washington Jr. It's not terrible. Deron Sharp. Oh, okay. That's my new backup center. Deron Sharp, welcome to the team. I can live with that. So now, basically, our last thing to do here is find a replacement for Monte Morris. I mean, again, he was a great spark plug to have off the bench last season, but he's going to be a free agent. So I got to move him. Got to find my... Ooh, honestly, TJ McConnell, but I don't want to give up a draft pick. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about trading Daniel Gafford. Edmund Sumner's here as well. Let me trade for Daniel Gafford. And then let me do that. Oh, Tyus Jones, but it's another 1-year deal. Basically just a lateral move in terms of where we'd be set for the future. Davion Mitchell has another year. All right, I don't say this. Now, I'm not giving up a draft pick. Fuck that. All right, give me Daniel Gafford. Not a first-round draft pick. I know I just gave up a second. All right, now Deron Sharp is going to have to get moved now, and I need some sort of point guard. I'm not extremely worried about the backup point guard spot just because, again, Trae Young is going to play the majority of the minutes on this team. So, even if it's just a 1-year deal, Malachi Flynn, anybody on a multi-year deal right now, I'd probably take. And obviously, I can kind of make a trade manually, but I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, man. You know what I'm thinking about doing? You know what? Give me Ty. It's a pick swap. Whatever. It's not the final year, but at least we acquired another draft pick. This bench is going to be pretty bad, but we upgraded the starting 5 at least. I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. It is now officially the start of year 2 for us here in Oklahoma City. We obviously did not have the best playoff run last year, We didn't have the best record. We made some moves this offseason. I think this team definitely got better. So excited to see what happens here. It's Trae Young, Tyler Hero. Obviously, the defense is brutal. I get it. Bench here, no, excuse me, not the bench here. The rest of the starting five: Trey Murphy, Keldon Johnson, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Not a bad 3-4-5. The bench unit is all right. Dyson Daniels, Daniel Gafford, Trenton Wofford, Leonard Miller, and Ty Washington Jr., who 2K thinks should be in the reserves. I'm going to double check, make sure that everybody here is not going to be a free agent after this year, because obviously I would be completely screwed if they were. And we are good. I will see you guys at the end of year 2 here in OKC. Year 2 ends with a much better record. We went 64-18, which I almost think is a bit of an over-accomplishment. I kind of hate to say it, but it kind of feels true. Luka wins his second straight MVP. Gregory Jackson, Rookie of the Year, ended up going number 2 overall. Alperen Şengün, 6th Man of the Year. Anthony Davis wins Depoy. Chet Holmgren, Most Improved. Mark Daigneault for, wins Coach of the Year for us. Hopefully it translates to the playoffs. There's nothing that gets me more upset than when I have like a 60-plus win season and I lose in the first or second round. I mean, not many things besides, slow drivers and terrorism, but, it's up there. Let's take a look at the stats on the year and see how it was done. Trae Young, Tyler Hero leading us in scoring once again. Karl-Anthony Towns still doing his thing. Keldon Johnson was a significant addition to this team, as it's pretty clear here by these statistics. Dyson Daniels, Trey Murphy, Daniel Gafford, Watford, Miller, and Ty Washington Jr. are elite backup point guard. Let's get into the playoffs. We have the Sacramento Kings here in round 1. They got Damian Lillard, Quentin Grimes, Ben Mathurin, Draymond, Clint Capella. I love Dame, and you know what? He's carried the Portland Trailblazers for a long, long time, but I think we're just a better team at this point. We're up 3-2 right now, and we do... Really? Okay. I was about to be really upset. We have Memphis here in the second round. SGA, Brogdon, Franz Wagner, Kuminga, Zubats. I'm not going to lie. I actually tried to trade for Wagner before I actually tried to trade for Keldon Johnson. Don't get me wrong. I'm extremely happy with Keldon Johnson, but Franz Wagner progresses really well in this game. We're in the Western Conference Finals, and we have the Phoenix Suns. CJ, DeJounte, Jaylen Brown, John Collins, Claxton, got Grant Williams, Zeke Naji, Kier Lewis Jr. It's a talented 16 there. In Phoenix, we're up 3-0, though, and we are in the NBA Finals. We're going to be taking on Zion Williamson and the Detroit Pistons. They have De'Aaron Fox as well. Oh, man. They have Herbert Jones. God damn. All right, let's see what happens here. We end up losing game 1. We win game 2, win game 3. We're 2-2. We go up 3-2. I'd love to get some gameplay with this team. It's not often I get to use Trae Young here. And let's just see if it's possible. It looks like we got a close one going back and forth. Well, it looks like they're up. It's getting close. We're battling. We are battling. Fuck. You know what? No, damn it. I'll see you guys in there. I don't know how in that little couple of seconds we stormed all the way back, but yeah. I also don't know why I hopped in, because I'm dog shit at this game, especially defense. So that's got to be a 5-second violation. Oh, me playing on-ball defense with Tyler Hero against anybody is just a recipe for disaster. Oh, it's got to be a block. Good board. Good board. Oh, my God. I don't know how I did that. Trae Young, not a single rebound on the night. Not that he's really out here to rebound. It's just funny. And they're now playing the foul game. I don't know why they waited. If they were going to do it, you should have done it when I, was in the backcourt. First free throw is up and hopefully good. Trae Young gets his 28th point of the night. We're up 2. Are they making... Who? What? Oh. Okay. We're up 2 with 27 seconds left to go. Second free throw up, second free throw good. This game's not over. I'd like to see what my defensive lineup looks like. Was hoping that the backcourt of Hero and Trae Young wasn't going to come back and bite me in the ass, and it might be. What's my defensive lineup here? I hate to say it. I might do it. What's the defensive rating on Trae Young? It's probably terrible. Oh, it's actually higher? That's weird. I'm getting... No, I'm going to keep the starters in. I'm going to keep the starters in just in case they hit a 3. I do have 2 timeouts, but I want to keep the flow of the game going. So I'm going to keep the starters in. We're going to try to deny ball. You got rookie Leonard Miller in here right now. De'Aaron Fox on Trae Young. Oh, my God. You know what? Take the 2. I don't care. If they want to take the 2, that's fine. And they're wasting way too much clock right now. Towns just sit low post. If you want to do that, that's fine. And he still missed. This game is over. I will see you guys with the finals MVP. And it's official. We win a championship in year 2 of this challenge. I did not think that we were maybe a championship caliber team. And we just had a pretty impressive comeback in the NBA Finals. Trae Young getting it done here at age 25, wins his first Finals MVP. And we obviously are looking to win another one. I mean, you don't just end the challenge after 2 years. we are going to go for a third. Draft lottery time. I do not see a Thunder logo anywhere. Not that, having a draft pick the lottery is really going to help us anyways. I like Mark back if I can find him. I mean, we just won a championship with him, and yeah, it's not often that I keep my head coach throughout the entirety of the video, unless it's a few specific guys. So welcome back, Mark. Let's now head up to the NBA draft, see if we maybe have a later pick in the first round. I'm not positive on that. We do. We have our pick, which is pretty useless to me, so we're good there. It doesn't really matter about, trading for anybody because this is the final season. I might try to make an upgrade at the small forward spot. I don't have a problem with Trey Murphy, but maybe just for simplicity's sake. So we have no free agents, obviously. Let's see if we can maybe make a trade again. We don't have a ton of money to play with, but I'll see what I can do. We're actually going to make the trade before we head into the third and final season. We're going to be trading for Keegan Murray here from the Dallas Mavericks. Actually been playing really well in his time in Dallas. He was obviously the 4th overall pick in the 2022 draft. We do have to give up Ty Washington Jr., which I'm a little disappointed about, but end of the day, having a 9-man rotation with Trae Young not having a backup here in 2K, not going to matter too much. I mean, unless I can trade a first and a second and go out and see if I can just maybe get like a cheap point guard, but I honestly really doubt it. And nope, not happening. I will see you guys at the start of the third and final year. Fresh off a championship, we make one trade. We traded for Keegan Murray. We traded away Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy wasn't necessarily a bad player for us, but I think Keegan Murray, with the way he's been playing, is an upgrade. So we slide Keldon Johnson down to the 3. Trae Young won't have a backup, and we're hoping to go out and win another championship. Here's how it's going to look. It's Trae Young, Tyler Hero, Keldon Johnson, Keegan Murray, and Karl Anthony Towns. The bench unit, Daniel Gafford. Oh, wait, I want to switch these two. My mistake. Dyson Daniels, Daniel Gafford, Trendon Wofford, and Leonard Miller. It's an interesting team. I'm hoping we can win a second straight championship. See you guys at the end of year 3. Year 3 ends with a record of 70-12. Pretty goddamn good. Ja Morant wins MVP in the Denver Nuggets uniform. Mackenzie Mbako, Rookie of the Year. Terry Rozier, 6th Man of the Year. Scary Terry. Miss him in a Celtics jersey. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Evan Mobley also wins Most Improved. Mark Daigneault wins Coach of the Year for the 2nd straight year. And we have hopes of winning a 2nd straight championship. I mean, this team is immensely talented and obviously looking to go out and go back-to-back. Let's see if we can get it done. Take a look at the stats right there real quick. We have San Antonio here in round. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't care if I'm playing next to Steph. No matter what, I am terrified if he's on a court, playing against me. It's ridiculous how talented the man is. We're up 3-1 here against the Spurs, and we win in 5. That's a quick gentleman's sweep. Memphis here, got SGA, Brogdon, Wagner, Kuminga, Walker Kessler, so they've made some upgrades. It's a pretty talented 5 seed right there, if I do say so myself. We're up 2-1. Oh, 2-2, down 3-2. Oh, my God. Okay, wow. All right, in the West Finals, we have the Houston Rockets. Lonzo, Donovan Mitchell, Mikal Bridges, Kuzma. Pretty good team right there. They have our old friend Poku, who I definitely miss. I wish I could have re-signed him, but not the name of the game today. Back in the NBA Finals, and we have James Harden in the Orlando Magic. I mean, okay. I mean, that team just really doesn't move me at all. Trae Young wins Finals MVP for the 2nd straight year as we win our 2nd straight championship. It is a thing of beauty, and the challenge is officially complete. We came away with a pretty talented team, if I do say so myself. This is actually a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. Now, this is one that I've done in the past, and it's one that I actually really enjoy doing, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. So, yeah, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. Obviously, my schedule has been super weird, super wonky lately, and I do apologize for it. I don't really have time to ultimately pre-record a bunch of videos and schedule them. I wish I did. It's just not in the cards for me anymore, if you will. Maybe one day. We'll see. But yeah, let me know any other video ideas down below in the comment section. I'm hoping to somewhat get back to our normal schedule of posting 5 days a week. And let me know down below in the comment section. Also, let me know about the lights in the background, if they're annoying or they just look like shit, or you want me to change the color or brightness. But I think the thing, if we change the color for the team we're doing, I think that'd be pretty cool. But just let me know anything down below in the comment section. Other than that, that wraps this one up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all had a great holiday. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.